What's up, everyone? Nethervoid back with another game. It's not Ixian's Factorio. A lot of you should know what this game is. It's been out for a while now, a long time. In fact, I was just looking at my Season 1 playthrough, which is now 6 years old. It's been out a while. I was playing on the beta version, though. This is the release version. It's 1.1.76. So the latest and greatest, which is pretty cool. They've added a lot of new stuff since I played through Season 1. I also had a modded Season 2 that was just, again, a long time ago, and there's a lot has come out since then. I'm not playing Ixian because Ixian was pegging my GPU, and it got to the point where I really couldn't record it. So that, I guess, happens as you add more people to the ship and as you unlock more sectors. So because of that, I decided to stop the series. I looked all over for a way to fix it, couldn't find a way to fix it. It's just, I guess the game's unoptimized, and it is what it is. I saw a lot of people having the same problem. I have a 3070, so it's a great card. It's really new. There's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. All my other system specs are great. It's just the GPU was pegged. We're going to go over game setup real quick, and then I'll get right into gameplay. This game is very fun if you like factory games. It's probably my favorite factory game. I've played Satisfactory. I loved that one. Ixian. I played a couple other ones. Can't think of them off the top of my head. But I do have a couple mods as well, but they're only quality of life mods. We'll get into those in a second too. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to single player, new game. And I've already set this up. I'm just going for free play. There's a bunch of scenarios you can do. I'm not doing those scenarios. And I've also done just a couple of changes to the default settings. I'm trying to do basically a vanilla playthrough with like 1 or 2 default setting changes because it just works out better in my opinion, and then also a couple of quality of life mods, some of which are just for YouTube, so I don't have to run across the map and record that, and you have to watch me just running around. Another one is earlier bots, because again, it's not that fun to watch someone just build like 500 assemblers or something like that, right? So I did that kind of stuff. Now I'm not going to change any of the richness. I'm not going to change any of this stuff. Terrain, none of this changed. I'm going to try to keep cliffs for now. I like the natural obstacles. I also picked a map seed that I really like, and so we'll keep that. The one thing I did do is the starting area size is set to 200 because the first bases are really close in this version. I already did a short playthrough just to sort of really quickly acquaint myself, and I got killed before I even had like the submachine gun. There was already an attack, so it was really, to me, the base was like right on the starting ore. Like literally, you could just go 2 screens over and there are the enemies. So I'm going to put that to 200%. I think that's the only change. Oh, I put research queue is always available. I don't know why you wouldn't have a research queue. It seems normal to me. So I'm going to put that in there. Now, if we go to preview, here's the seed that I've chosen, and you can just basically hit this random seed if you've never played this game, and it'll random generate that seed number. That's a little unfortunate. I really wished I could put like Nethervoid in there or something like that. You can't. You just keep hitting random, okay? Now, one thing you can do is export the string with all the settings and the map seed that I've chosen. So if you want to play along with me, check the link in the video description for my Google Doc that's going to have all that stuff. So there's that, okay? That's really all I changed, and I really like the setting here. Here's the initial ore placement right here. Oh, you can't zoom in right here. We'll get in the map in a second. And with 100% starting area, there was a base right here. So as soon as you put any kind of something on these deposits, they're going to attack you. You're like dead right when you start. So I expanded it to 200%. And I almost forgot to talk about mods. So let's go back. Let's close the preview. Let's go into mods, which I think we need to go back even further here. Back again. Mods. Okay, here we go. So I added just a few mods that really just like, again, for YouTube and playability and stuff like that. We're going to go through them right now. To-do list is pretty obvious. Makes a to-do list just like for Satisfactory, where I can just put things in of what we need to do next. I think it's nice for you to be able to follow along that way. Auto deconstruct just puts an X on any miner that runs out of ore, and it just gets auto picked up. It's really nice. It's kind of nice to not have to clean up every little thing on these large mining bases. Dark nights, I really wanted to mess with this kind of because this is going to make the nights really dark, and so lights are going to be super important, right? Because I'm not going to be able to see. I think I do get a flashlight though, so I hope I don't. I think I still do, but I kind of want no flashlight. Now, in the beginning, if there's a dark period where I can't do any work, I'll just cut that footage. It'll be fine. It won't be that big a deal. But I want to try this out. I want really dark nights. I love daylight night day-night cycles in games. EverQuest, in my opinion, was one of the best day-night cycle experiences I ever had, where at night, they would even change the monsters that came out, and some of the monsters would be a lot stronger. Certain areas were really tough, and you try to run through there as a newbie, you would just die. So I don't know, I kind of like that. It's kind of interesting. Standard libraries here, these are nothing new. FNEI teaches you about the different recipes in the game. We'll get into that. Inserter throughput will show me when I hover over something how fast of an input it has. I don't know how valuable this is going to be since I'm just going to use the regular inserters. In my modded playthrough, I had the ones where you could switch their entry and exit points, which is really helpful. But again, it's not vanilla, so I'm not going to use it. Long and far reach lets me zoom out on the map and click something and get the items out of it. And again, instead of running all the way over there and running all the way back. Now, the one thing I'm not going to use this mod for is to advance place turrets. I can advance place turrets across the map almost, right? And kill bases without any risk. So I'm going to use the turret placement very closely as if I didn't have this mod. So I'm only going to use it when I want to get something out of a box or something like that, okay? I thought this was going to, these two mods are about like network, I don't know, analysis or something for your trains, but they're actually a logistics mod on top of the train thing, so I took them off. I'm not going to be using them. Max rate calculator is going to be it's going to help me calculate how many items are going in and out of a system so that I know how many items I'm getting per second without having to do lots of calculations in my head or literally pulling out a calculator, okay? Nanobots, this is the only thing that's really a mod in this game. And what this allows me to do is have early access to construction bots, not logistics, just to build stuff. Then I can also start creating or using blueprints earlier, which I probably won't do because I don't have any. And I'm not going to get blueprints off the net unless... Yeah, I don't think that'll be fun. I want to create my own. So for now, it's just going to let me build a little bit easier in the beginning. Production analyst, I think basically what this does, and I've only looked at this cursory, is it lets me analyze how many plates I'm producing, what's consuming those plates, stuff like that, so that I can see like who's consuming more plates than everybody else. Maybe I didn't anticipate that and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Resource highlighter. Once I've found an area of the map with the by running to it or by using the radio, right? I'm not radar, the radar. It will highlight in a much easier way the different resources that are on the map. That's all it does is help you with that. I might end up turning that off if I don't like it because the normal map's okay, but I kind of want this because it's really easy. It's kind of when you're wanting to set up a factory, you want to know where all the resources are so that you can say, okay, I want my bus to be like this and I want this to be like that, right? So that's going to help with that. Squeak Through is a great mod that just lets you run through things. Like if you have a giant solar array, you can get through it instead of having to go all the way around it. That's literally it. The car will still run into things, which I think is totally fine. If you're going to drive the car, drive it correctly. It's not that hard. Where is it made? This is a great mod because sometimes, well, actually, I think it does both. It tells you where something is made. Like I think you can do a search for your factories and it'll show you where they are. Also, I think it does, what does this item produce, right? So if I'm going to make something, what does it produce? I want to know all the things that this thing goes into so that I can put those things together into maybe like a modular factory setup, right? So like if I'm mining a specific resource, I might want to send that to only things that thing needs and not have to truck it all over the damn base. So I think that's going to help me with that. The mods might come and go, so check the video description, the link to the Google Drive document that's going to have my list. Because if I find these don't work or find ones that work better, I'm going to be switching them out. If you have good quality of life mods, please put them in the video description. I would love to hear about them. Again, I'm really, for those, some people don't like any mods at all. Literally, when I did this in Satisfactory, I literally got some hate mail. It wasn't even, not even a joke. I banned that person because it's just why I'm playing a video game. Who cares? But literally, it's quality of life stuff for YouTube. It's not cheating. It's not. I'm not getting more out of iron patches, which you could just do with the slider anyway. I'm not making. There are no new ores, no new things. Okay. If I do another season of this, I might consider putting in some mod packs. But right now, I'm just brand new to the game again. So I'm just going to get, I'm just going to do a vanilla run through. And I think a lot more people would rather see that because more people play vanilla than play modded usually. Not sure about this game, but in most games it's true. Anyway, that's the mods. I'm going to get into it. Let's go. So right when you get in, basically what's going on, if you've never seen this game before, is we crash landed on a planet and we need a rocket. I don't know if the rocket's to get us back off planet or to send something, but we got to make a rocket, okay? Oh. Your task is to launch a rocket in space. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up to automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. So that's pretty much it. That's literally it. We're going to get some like resources basically from the rocket ship, and we can get those. You can zoom in and out with the scroll wheel here. If you control click, you'll get items from boxes. These are like containers. So we're going to try to find all the containers and just left click them and get all the stuff that we can, all the salvage. I think I can also salvage these. Can I get items from this? No, you don't get anything. Okay, well, we might pick up that later if it gets in the way, but for now, we're not going to worry about it. So I can zoom way out, as you can see. We got trees, we got some ore right here, iron in this case. The water is just really for pumping for steam engines and maybe a couple other things. Got copper, we got stone, and we got coal, which is up here. This is a starter area. That's why they put these guys so close together. If you hit M, you're going to get the map. This is what I can see right now. This is what I have seen, basically. All this other stuff is fog of war. I can't see what's going on. I don't know if there are biters there. Biters are the native bugs that are going to get you. Biters grow over time. They get more complex. They start out really small and they don't hurt that much. Then they get big and they can tear down walls and factories and spit things at you. It gets really ridiculous. They advance through time as the clock ticks, which is pretty slow. Pollution grows them and evolves them into something better. But really, what kills them is as you kill more bugs, it makes the, or I'm sorry, what really evolves them is as you kill more bugs, they get more and more advanced. So you want to be kind of careful with killing off bug after bug after bug. I think killing bases expands it faster because it's a base kill, but I think then it stops the flow of bugs and it should stop the evolution at that point. So we'll probably go after stuff like that. We're going to get a radar down soon, which will help us see more of the maps. We can see where the biters are, but for now, we don't really care. We're going to start setting up a base, and I haven't really thought about this. All I did think about was over here, there's a big, nice track where there's no impediments like water or cliffs. I'm going to eventually set up a huge main bus there. There are going to be at least 3 versions of my base, okay? Starter version, which is just setting up automation so I don't have to mine, okay? Second base, which is going to be all the little, well, actually, first base is going to be automated mining and maybe some automation for like inserters and stuff I need to build a bigger base so that I can just click a box and get 50 of it or something, okay? The second base is going to be the main bus base where I'm going to actually bus materials in a big long line and then take them off to the sides and make product out of those, which will send it back to basically a mall setup, okay? Where I can click and get stuff there. The third base setup is going to be like a train network setup. We're going to have a modular base moving trainfuls of items to different spots where it's going to create something and train that somewhere else, kind of like every other factory build, okay? Every other game basically has that. That's kind of what we're going to be going through. This is going to be at least 80 episodes, 30 minutes apiece, at least. I'm sure of it. You can also kind of like wall off areas to get some protection. We've got some natural protection around here. We're going to be using this water for protection. We're going to be using the cliffs down here for protection. Let's start mining and getting some stuff going. Going to need stone. Let's figure out all the stuff we need. Oh, is it? No, what's the E? Okay, E is to open inventory. I thought it was tab. But here's where you can craft things and select what to craft and things like that. So right now we're going to want to go after, basically we want furnaces. We already have one and a burner. So actually I'm going to start putting that on. Actually what I really want to do, well, we're going to need iron to do this. So I might as well set this up and get some iron going because we already have a furnace. So I'm going to take this down and put it over here on the hotbar so I can just hotbar my way into this, okay? So we'll put this down and we're gonna put this burner guy right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push Alt so that all arrows and what's inside stays on all the time. Now what I'm gonna do, and let's do it real quick because it looks like it's getting dark. Let's go get some coal. Do I have a drill? Do I have a pick? I don't. So we're gonna want a pick too. I can't even, yeah, see the mining. Oh, I have a pick. I start out with a pick. Cool. Let's get some coal. We need to get some iron because I can't make anything else without it. And then I'm going to basically set up some burner drills up here to get coal. Now, this is a trick that's been around the game since I recall, like the beginning. It's not a secret trick or anything. If you're new to this, it'll be a secret trick. I'm just going to put all the coal in there. So basically, I'm going to fuel this thing, and then it's going to start mining iron. So I'm going to take a little bit of this out because I'm going to put the rest of that in here. right? I got to fuel this guy too, and he's going to make me iron plates, which I can just control click and get some. All right, so we've got a little bit of this stuff, right? We're going to need 2 more burner drills. So let's go craft those up. You can see it's going to take some stone. Oh, stone. I didn't know it's going to take stone and plate. Okay. Let me get this, and then I can just use the mini-map when it gets dark to find the stone. There's copper. We don't need that yet, obviously. Let's get like 10 of this, and then we can make 2 burner drills. And that'll get me coal, because I really just want to jumpstart my iron right off the bat. How many do I have now? 6. Obviously not enough. 7. 8. Oh, it says right there 9 on the right. 10. Cool. Okay. Can I craft these up now? I can only craft 1, but that's okay. Let's see. You can see that it's making all the subcomponents down there in the bottom left there. Oh, that's a nice amount of plates to start with here. Let's make another burner drill. It's actually creating a furnace too. Furnaces are created with stone. That's why I needed stone. Let's get... This is as dark as it gets. This is not dark. I can still see, like, very easily. Maybe there's a moon cycle or something, because that's not very dark. All right, let's set these up. I'm going to put it on the edge, because you actually can mine this stuff out. It has a limited amount of... How do you get... Escape? Escape doesn't do it. How do you get off this? Just push the button again? Yeah. If you hover over this, it'll tell you how much you can see over there on the right, how much coal this has. And so over time, this will like get mined out, right? So I kind of want to put these on the edge so that they don't create too much of a problem for me. And what I'm going to do eventually is have a big old string of them right here so I can just mine up this patch. Now, this stuff takes a little bit of copper to get going. So I literally can just put 1 in here. And the smooth thing about this is just going to mine the copper into the other guy, or the coal into the other guy. Now he's got copper, he can mine into the other guy, and it's going to build up a positive feedback loop, right? Where I'm going to have extra coal, because it doesn't take a whole piece of coal to mine a piece of coal. It's less. So now I can control click, boom, I've got some coal. That's good. Now I can fuel this guy, because I'm sure he's run out by now. Yeah, that nighttime is not very night. So I'm going to just I'll put half of it in here. I right click to get half of a stack. You can also right click, like you can pick this up and just drop it in, or control left click, it'll drop the whole stack. Let's see if yes, we do. I really need one of these burner drills on the stone over here. So let's go do that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need 5 more stone to do it. So let's get that going. Then we're going to need more coal right away to get this guy to actually work, right? 5? Is that correct? Yeah, let's do it. Let's get this guy going. Now, this guy I'm going to put into a box because actually I can just let him mine up into his own self. Right? He doesn't even need a box. A box probably would be a good idea, though. So what I can do also is if I click this and control right click, it puts a half stack in there. Let's put the coal right here because I'm going to be picking it up all the time. And that'll actually let me know how much I have on me. So why don't we... Oh, he only does a little bit at a time. Let's make an iron box. Now, I can make a wood box, but I don't have any wood. Oh, I don't have any iron either. See, I can just do this and click. Bam, 15 iron plates. Don't have to run all the way over there. All right, let's make an iron box. That's going to also go over here. I usually put boxes on my hotbar. Boom. Okay, now he's going to fill this box. So that's... Now... That's a lot of stone. And let's say normally I might want to reduce it. I can do it by clicking the X and going up like that, and I'll only get 2 stacks of stone and it'll stop. That is so awesome. I wish they had this in every factory game. Sadly, they don't. I'm just going to X it out again because I don't care how much this thing does. It's out of fuel. Let's go get some fuel, right? Let's refuel this guy. I'm going to actually do a bunch in there. Then I'm going to do half and then get the other half in there. Boom. See, I don't have to run around. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to set one of these up on copper so I kind of have everything I really need. Oh, I don't have enough stone now? Yeah, I needed stone. I have enough for another furnace. That's perfect because I'm going to want plate. So let's get that going. And then we're going to put right like that. Great. Actually, I kind of wanted a line of these. And this is not conducive to a line, is it? I can right click to pick things up. I'm going to set this line up here. So let's start it. Well, I really do want to mine out this area, though. That's okay. Let's do it like this. I'll put the second one there, and I'll put 2 more right there. I'll show you why I'm going to do that in a minute, but let's get more coal. And then, again, I'll do half stacks to get that guy going. Boom. I love this. I love not having to run all over the damn place. Like, who wants to do that, man? I believe this guy takes more coal to keep running than this guy. Yeah, you can see. Everybody looks pretty fueled up except maybe this guy. So literally, I've already, like, basically have my initial setup. There we go. Let's get some copper just because. Just why not? Let's get some more stone. We're going to need a ton. Now I'm going to set up, like, a bunch of iron, right? Because I need a bunch. This guy is not going to be producing iron fast enough for me, okay? I'll show you the mods that would show me how much iron I'm getting per minute on the next episode. I haven't even had a chance to mess with them. So in between episodes, I'll mess with them. When we come back, we can see how much I'm making. Now, luckily, the furnaces do produce some light, so I'm going to be able to see a little bit here. Not that it's apparently that needed, because who cares, right? Why don't we set up a whole bunch of coal? Let's get 2 more of these burners for coal. And I'll show you how I'm going to set this up. So let's get one of them set up like this, and then like that, and I'm just going to turn this guy using R. Right? I'm just going to turn him to go into that guy. So there. Now they all should start fueling each other. And bam, I just expanded that. Right? All right. Want to keep getting that stone. Want to keep making sure this guy has enough. There. Okay, cool. Yep, see I'm running out down there. So in the beginning, you're kind of just fueling everybody to make sure they stay active. Again, that's not going to be enough plate. Let's make some more. Let's make 3 more of those dudes. Right, we're going to make a little array over here. We're going to set that up right now. Now you can click and drag and it'll keep setting up items. You can see I just did it. We're going to need 2 more of the burners, the drills, not enough stuff. Ooh, this is a little bit tricky, and I can't see that. Okay, it's darker. So maybe it was just the moon was out or something. Or maybe it was the first night. So it's like, the first night, we're not going to mess with you. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. How's this guy doing? He's got 27. He's got plenty. Let's get one of these guys, put him out. Actually, I would like to have all 3. Let's do 2 more of those guys. Then I could get this thing moving. And I'll show you how you pick it up when you got an array. All right, we got 3. Let's set these up. Let's turn it and then just do that. Boom. Okay, now I'm going to right-click these guys just like that, and I'm going to do it right there. Now, they didn't get that much. Go backward that way. But you saw how I drug over it. Now, if I hold shift and see how I just left-click, grab it? That's really cool. Now I can do it up here too. Just do that. Well, it opened it. That's interesting. Okay, these guys are still single clicks. Boom. Really cool, huh? Let's get, I want to say, maybe we'll get 2 of these guys making stone. How much stone are we getting? Because I want to make a bunch of, basically what we really are going to want to do is set up kind of a large smeltery for the beginning. I want to be able to do that. So why don't we turn this? Why don't we do this? Let's get, ooh, we can't really do that without messing this up, without having 2 boxes. I think that's kind of okay. Let's get some more. We should be able to create 1 more of these, right? Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to have 2 boxes, but I think that's okay. Let's create another box. There we go. Let's put that down. I want 1 more stone, and I'm just going to use a different box for it. That's fine with me. All right, cool. Lots of coal. Very good, very good. Let's just double fill those guys. And that way I can just go like that and pick up a bunch of stone. There we go. That's how I want to see it. Let's do 1 more copper, I think. Just because when I want it, and I don't want to run out. Okay, let's do that. We need another, oops. Again, bear with me while I get used to this game again. It's going to take a second. Let's do another one of these dudes. A furnace. Bam. Should have enough coal, but we're going to have to expand that coal already. There we go. Let's expand the coal. To do that, we're going to need these guys, I think. And we're also going to need to feed these guys. Let's go back the other direction because they didn't. Is it already out? It's already out. Wow, it's out of iron already. Well, I guess I could pick it up and move. Let's just move it this way. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it like this. I'm gonna pick this guy up and put him right here. There we go. Now I'll just pick his dude up. Go like that. Okay, cool. There we go. Everybody's got stuff. This is only sitting on 76 iron. You can see over there on the right. Now, it's only got a 2x2 mining area. The electric miners have a lot larger mining areas, so it won't be a problem later. We'll be able to mine out larger areas. How much stone do I have? Pretty good amount. In fact, let's drop the resources down here right now just so I can see what I've got. Let's do iron. Well, I really need iron. In fact, I can put that in this guy, right? Let's put it in here. Yeah, I don't need that. We can do plates maybe down here because we don't need all these hot bars just yet. We will, but we don't need them now. Okay, that's cool. I don't really need wood. All right. That's set up. Let's create... let's do 4 more burners because I really want way more coal than this. I'm going to start setting up electricity pretty soon. We're almost at time. We're doing really well for the first 30 minutes, especially because I just spent a lot of the time explaining things. So let's get this array set up. We're going to go like that, then this, right? We're going to have to turn this guy this time. And it'll just set itself up. I'm not going to really worry about it. Well, we can get it going, I guess. And then I'll just pick them all up, right? Like that. There. That is a super huge amount. Really cool. Loving that, loving that. Great. Yeah, this is awesome. We're doing a really good job. Lots of plate. Okay, what are we doing next? Here are those electric miners and stuff. We're not really doing that yet. I really just want to get science going because I want to get the submachine gun pretty quick because that's going to cause a problem if we can't shoot the biters that show up because they are going to show up. And the way you can see your pollution, it usually shows up on the minimap. I don't see it right now. I might have to turn it on. Okay, here it is on. Okay, so I want to see my pollution. Okay, so I would have already been getting attacked because that first base was literally right here. That is too close. Now I know there's a base like right here, so pretty quickly we need to get some guns, man. Turret coverage, that'd be nice. Electric networks. Let's do logistics. All this stuff, right? Nah, for now we'll do it all. Anyway, okay. We're going to start building a very small electric thing right here. And then we will, I don't know if we're going to keep it there, but we'll do it for now. What we're going to need for that is we're going to need an offshore pump. And I'm going to research that off camera because I don't know exactly what I need for that because I think things have changed. And we're at a good stopping point right now at 29 minutes or whatever it is. So let me know in the comment section if you like this playthrough. Let me know what you think about mods. Do you play modded or do you play vanilla? And again, I always appreciate support if you could thumbs it up. If you're new, please subscribe. I'm going to do one of these probably every day to every other day. So we'll see how fast I can keep these up. So I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.